What's up, BookTube? Figured I'd give you a break from Chuck and me, myself and Chuck. Not quite sure how to word that, but there's two more parts to that. Would have been more if I hadn't edited, because we talked for like 3.5 hours or something. So I'm here with the book haul. And by the way, Chuck noticed I was a Midworld fan, and he said, man, that's a tattered copy, which it should be since I've had it since like 1983. So he was kind enough during our book exchange to give me this hardcover. Pretty freaking cool. Thank you, Chuck. Now, getting on to the book haul. Gotta wet my whistle here. Picked up some books in various places. I have Eskimo Boyhood, which I think this was kicked out in '74. An autobiography and psychosocial perspective. And people will be like, well, it's probably not politically correct. The PC culture generally pisses me off. So my advice to people that are offended by every friggin' thing, grow you a pair of ovaries, testicles, whatever the hell is that you've got, and you know, buck up. If you lived out here, trust me, nature will line you out. I mean, you can't go out here and feel sorry for yourself and go, oh, you know, it's cold, or this animal wants to hurt me, or yada yada yada. You know, nature will check you. Sometimes humans will check you, but trust me, nature will check you every time and humble you. So enough ranting about the PC bullcrap. This is Coster, Americans in Search of Their Prehistoric Past. This should be interesting. I think this one was published in '79. Yeah. So, looking forward to that one. The main thing is I'm obtaining books. And I've been, I think I had, this came up in an old copy of Writer's Digest that I had, which, let's see what year this was published. Come on, come on. 2003, Eric Larson. The Devil in the White City. Heard about this. Saw Sean on Eclectic Reads talk about this book. It's probably been a year, maybe 2 years ago. So wanted to read it. It's about Dr. Harry Howard Holmes. Now here's what I'm going by. I have notes on, you know, because I'm fascinated by serial killers. Not that I like them, but you have to wonder what's going on with these people. And he built this hotel. People came up missing. Don't want to spoil it, but he tried hiding under a pseudonym. Went to Texas. They caught him anyway. That's as far as I'm going to go. So I know that much about him without reading that book. But I think the timeline was Chicago World's Fair. In whatever year it was. Hang on a second. World's Fair Hotel, torture chambers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I don't have a timeline. My apologies. Then I have Blood in the Cage. You know, if you've been watching my channel for very long at all, you know I'm into mixed martial arts. This is about Pat Militic and the furious rise of the UFC. And love MMA. I mean, I used to be into boxing. I was a big Bruce Lee fan. But MMA is where it's at because you have to be good at everything. And I'm down with that because I think it's a good idea. Don't you? Well, you will if somebody gets a hold of you. Then I have The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. I may or may not have pronounced that properly, but I have seen this on several people's channels. I know Brian over at Bookish, he read this and reviewed it. I'm almost certain. Sometimes my memory's not spot on, but a lot of times it is. Then I have The Giver by Lois Lowry. And I picked this up because I'm going to do a buddy read with Stephanie over at Lattes and Mockingjay. So, Stephanie, as soon as I get my schedule cleared, I'll holler at you. So, again, looking forward to this one. Picked up Super Mutant Magic Academy because Jenna over at Bibliofilth read a little bit of this on one of her wrap-ups and it sounded hilarious, so had to get a copy because I like comedy. If you knew me better, you know I'm a funny guy. Trying to stay on point. Okay. So, was not familiar with Susan Cooper, but my sister-in-law picked these books up and she's like, hey, you can have them. I was like, free books, that's my thing. So, apparently I have the Dark is Rising sequence. Apparently it's a sequence in England called a series over here. I don't know. But these came out, I think, in the 60s. And interesting fact, I had to look her up because I really didn't know much about her. She actually wrote for, let me go to my note on my hand, the Sunday Times, under Ian Fleming. You knew who Ian Fleming was. And then later on, she immigrated to the States and kind of finished up her writing career over here. So I'm gonna check those books out, see what's up. And book I've been looking forward to getting my hands on and reading for quite some time. Robert A. Heinlein, Stranger in a Strange Land. Heard good things. I've heard some mixed reviews. You know, I mean, every book is a product of its time, and you know, some people find you know, stuff off-putting that, you know, was written about 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. You know, well, look at it as whatever. I mean, are we making progress or not? You know, just quit being offended by everything. So there you go. That's my sage advice from somebody who just turned 56 last month. So I've been around a while, learned a few things. Cheers, my friends. If you stuck around this long, you're real troopers. You know, the usual. Don't forget to give this video one finger up. And I'll catch you on the next one, because me and Chuck are coming back for part 3 and 4. So stay tuned for that. If you like to watch guys sit at a table, drink beer, and talk about literature and life in general. So thanks again. You guys are awesome. Catch you on the next one. Bye.